Hey, this is ASpengler, and this is episode 17 of building the Outskirts of Saint Lô in Lego. Last week on the segments, we worked on putting in all the ruined buildings into the mock. So all the buildings you see here, except for this one was here earlier. So quite a bit of structures added, and so the main thing in this segment, this is the last week we really get to do a lot of work before Brickworld Chicago. I am going to be attending Brickworld Chicago. I'm going to be bringing Saint Lô, and so what needs to get done is to just add a lot more detail to the city. Now that the structures are here, I can expand my craters a little bit more. We'll add some more destroyed stuff like this building has, with the second floor kind of falling over. We'll put some more little things like that, some lots of rubble. We'll have some destroyed walls and stuff. Probably put a little bit of a roof on this one, maybe get some other roof stuff. Just a lot of destruction and just details to represent destruction, and we'll get more detail on the road, some more so it's not so flat. We'll get some more wave, our different structure, our terrain, and depths of terrain and stuff like that. We'll get some that detail going. I'll make more of a hidden gun placement for the Pack 38 right there, and yeah. So main thing will be to get lots of detail on the city. And then after that, there are some more detail I want to put on the outside hedgerows. This is only half of the mock, in case you haven't been following. The other half is currently right here. If you remember last segment, I said I was working on some shelves to hold the mock, and these are the two shelves and how they turned out. And what the main point for these shelves is to be able to transport Saint Lô. And so there are these 3 levels, and the mock separates into 6 different sections like this one. And so half the mock will go in each shelf. They just kind of slide in here, and then I'll probably just wrap it up with some saran wrapper and bubble wrap, and then it'll be ready to get sent off to Brickworld Chicago. So that's just a kind of good way. I don't have to take all the trees off or the buildings and stuff. Makes it a little bit faster transportation or easier to transport. And so that's what I was talking about last segment when I said I was making some shelves on the side. And so with that, I'm gonna start off the segment by just filling in. Last segment I didn't do the brown parts just because I didn't have them, but I got the Bricklink order for those a while back actually. And so we're going to extend the craters and just add some more depth into the area. And so that's the big thing we'll start off. So I'll go ahead and stop talking and get working. Okay guys, coming back after a bunch of work. I first want to apologize I didn't get any time lapses out for the work I just was doing, and I probably could have come back a little bit earlier, but in the next, or at least in this segment, I'm going to be rushing through a lot of stuff because I'm trying to finish this for Brickworld Chicago. So there's a lot of stuff that got done, and I'll try to remember it all so I could show you. The first thing I started off with was the Pack 38 emplacement. And so here we have it. It's got some sandbags around it. It's got the one of the nets on top to cover it up and to hide it from view. It's got a bunch of leaves over it, and so basically the goal is just to make it kind of look like a hedgerow, so the Allied forces would be coming down this path. They won't see it, they just think it's a distant hedgerow, and then that's where a hidden Pack 38 is there. So that's the first thing I started off with. I also put in a little bit of a roof on this building. It's probably going to be the only one with a roof since the other ones are so destroyed. And so that's what I did next. And then the next thing was all these little little bits of destroyed buildings, so I kind of added them to each of the buildings. So there's one piece for this one's got 2 pieces. This one over here I added 3 different sections. This one's got the 2 right here. This one over here has 3 of them, and this one's got just the 1 here. This one's got 3 pieces as well. This one's just got the 1 in the back, and this one's got 3 different little sections there. So that's probably the first step in the rubble that I'm doing. I also have a plan to use like a bunch of these parts here, make little bits, and we'll kind of sprinkle them throughout the mock. Also, the biggest thing I did was increase the size of the graders a little bit, add some more little details to them, and then I also added some depth to the terrain or the road. And so I still have a decent amount of brown tiles or brown plates, so that's good, and I got it pretty much to a level that I'm pretty satisfied with. So next step will be to extend the kind of the road detailing, but I'll end up using a lot more of these studs just to kind of represent now we're in a city, so they're gonna have a little bit of the cobbled road, a little bit more work done on the road just to make it a little bit easier on vehicle stuff. But of course it's gonna be pretty well destroyed and disrupted from all the artillery fire, so there won't be a ton, so it's just going to be a little bit better quality of a road. So that's the biggest thing. And then yeah, the town is getting pretty close to being done. I made some little furniture things that I'll throw in here. Yeah, so after the road's detailed, all we really need is just to add those little bits of furniture, and then add in the rubble, the bits of rubble and stuff. So it's getting pretty close to being done. Another thing for the hedgerow side, I do want to add some more olive green and other little bushes and plant details. So I kind of waited to do those just in case. Save time for this first and then add more details after. And so since this is pretty much done, I think it's time to go back afterwards and then add some more details in. And so you'll probably see some more details there. And so it's getting pretty close to being done. So I'm getting excited. It's looking real good. And so I'll try to get some time lapses in when working on the road. Maybe put the camera here, and then we can get a time lapse of this section being built. And so I'll at least try to get this one section. The rest we'll see. I apologize again because I'm kind of rushing to get this done, so I might not take the time to do all the time lapses as usual. So with that, I'll stop talking and go ahead and continue working it. Okay guys, you just saw a bunch of work get done. You saw a little bit of the road detail in one of the time lapses. I tried to get at least just that one, but I did do a lot more work than just that one section of the road. You saw this one. Not completely finished. I did do some work afterwards, but I got most of it done in that time lapse. And then I did the rest of it. I didn't want to time lapses and make it take a little bit longer, so I just ended up not doing it for the whole thing. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a taste of what I was doing, just a little bit showing how the road was made, and then so the rest was just basically the same thing, so I didn't really want to just repeat it, so I ended up stopping or not do a time lapse for the whole thing. And so here is how this section turned out since you didn't see it in a time lapse. And it's really the gray cobblestone kind of road effect really makes the city pop out quite a bit. And so this definitely will make the city kind of stand out, since there's all this contrast with the gray, the brown and the gray, and then you got the color in the bricks. Really makes it stand out from the hedgerows, which are fairly just green. and so I feel like this side of the map will really draw the eye. And so the only thing that really needs to get done now for this for the city part is to add all the rubble. And so this took quite a bit of time, all the road, and so we are finally almost done. And so we just really need the rubble. I might add some more little bits of broken up building, maybe some more flooring that's kind of just destroyed and thrown in. So just basically just a lot of the destruction aspect. So the craters are all done, the road's all done, just really need destroyed details. You might notice I also put in the little bits of furniture. We got like a wardrobe there, a table here, little drawers, some seats, some other tables and stuff. So I did add those things in here. There will also be maybe some more sandbags added for some defensive positions, maybe some more crates and stuff, but those will come later. So yeah, the only thing really needs to get done is add some more bushes and stuff for the hedgerows, and then the rubble here. So those are the main things. But for this segment, I am running out of time, so I'm gonna have to end it out now. But I'll try to get all the final details done. I'll try to get a recording of that for next week, so we don't miss the segment for next week. So then after that, the finale, I'll try to get the finale out after Brickworld Chicago when things settle down a little bit. But yeah, just a little bit more to go. It's looking really good, almost done. And so I'll try to get all this stuff finished for next segment, or in the next few days before Brickworld Chicago. And so it's going to be a pretty busy week getting stuff done and getting stuff moved over, but I think I can do it, and I'll try to get the segment out again. And so with that, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.